Hey there, folks. What's up? Welcome in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes Day by Day. Thanks for being here. What's going on? Today is the 4th. It should have been the 3rd, but it's the 4th now because it's after midnight and stuff happens. If you missed it, I thought I had a pretty good argument on the free-to-play episode that I did talking about um, holidays. We got Malgi. Sorry I dipped by there, but we got some Malgus, which is good. But yeah, I thought I had a really good talk about talking about places need to be closed more around the holidays. I think we need to have more time to enjoy the holidays. Um, but as with everything that comes with a trade-off, it's just a trade-off that I'm willing to make. And I feel like a lot of other people should consider making the same trade because I think it's a very necessary um, thing that needs to happen in society because I think we've just devalued rest and family time, and we've just marginalized all of that way too much. And I think we should make family time and make being able to enjoy the holiday instead of having one day off and then it's back to work the next day. I think we should really incentivize that and utilize and allow people to enjoy life and allow people to be with family, allow people to relax. And we finished Padme. Padme is now a Care 13, finally. I feel like that's been forever coming. Even though it's just been like, I don't know, basically no time, but she's a relic one. And we're moving on. It's less than ideal. I'll have to come back and mod her at some point. Maybe I'll do that later, but maybe I'll do that off screen. But for all intents and purposes, I'm done with Padme. And I couldn't be happier. As far as the stuff else, I want to get Mando done. The fact that this Mando has been sitting here at this low level for so long, it hurts. It hurts. And I know that Mando is not priority character, but I just, I just want, I just want him to not be purple. I just want him to not be gear 11 anymore. Can we just be okay with that and just go ahead and be like, it's okay that he's not gear 11 or gear 10 or whatever he is anymore. And it's like I just want to get these few characters done. If we get Mando to gear 12 or whatever, I can backburner him. I just don't want him to get. I just don't want to. I just want him to be better. I just don't want him to be gear 11 or whatever he is anymore. Because it doesn't feel great. It's just like, can we just get this guy to where he's not gear 11? Because it just doesn't feel great just to have him in gear 11. It's like, I just need this one piece and he'll be at gear 12 and then we'll backburn him again and we'll come back to him whenever. But it's like, it's just where I just want to get Mando done. Get the Mando done, and then we'll pop Keston Rex, and we'll pop Mara Jade, and then we'll come back and we'll start on these revenue requirements more in earnest than where we are right now. And that's just, it's nothing bad. It's just, I want to get, these are things on my list. I just don't want to be on my list, and it's like, hey, just so you know, I'm going here, type thing. But yeah, back to the whole thing with um holidays. I thought I laid out a pretty good argument about why we need to take an additional. It's not even additional 12 days off. It's just um basically it's an additional 8 days. And what it is it's just Thanksgiving Eve, Thanksgiving Day, day after Thanksgiving. No restaurants, no stores open. So that means if you need food, if you whatever you need to have it. You need to buy it um the Tuesday before Thanksgiving and then have enough to make it. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy, but you need to have enough food for I don't know 72, 96 hours to be able to make it from the Tuesday before Thanksgiving to the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Crazy concept, I know. Weird, I know. I understand. And the same thing, I believe, that needs to happen with Christmas, where I mean, and I'm saying restaurants and stores, but essentially, I think that everything is outside of hospitals, and police department type stuff needs to be closed for needs to be closed for 76 needs to be closed for 72, 90, 96 hours from like I said, the Tuesday. So Thanksgiving Eve, Thanksgiving Day, day after Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, day after Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, day after New Year's, Good Friday, Good Saturday, Easter. And and I know that Easter's not a holiday because it's on a Sunday, but it should be. And then even though I don't technically want to include it because it's marginal in my opinion, but July 4th, I guess, would be something I guess you could make an argument for, even though that's not a hill that I would be willing to die on. But to me, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Day, Easter, those make sense. Those make total sense. But I wanted to also talk about my initial thoughts about the Skeleton Crew. I watched episode 1 and 2 this morning about, I think it was probably 9 or 10 this morning, probably closer to 10 if I'm being honest. Probably 10 I watched it this morning. So so it's about 20 to 1 now in the morning, so 15 hours ago-ish, I think it was. And I don't know what my expectations were, but I think whatever my expectations were, which I think weren't very high, and I think the show's. I posted on social media my initial review of Star Wars Skeleton Crew was it's watchable, safe, and fun, and I checked some reaction this morning after I watched it, and of course there was a few people who were like, blah, it's garbage, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, but overall, most everybody's reaction that I saw was, it's a fun show. This is what Star Wars was meant to me. It's just not supposed to be political. It's supposed to be fun. It's not, and this is a departure from, it's more, it's not like any Star Wars that I've seen. It's not like it's Andor-ish, but Andor has a very serious tone. This is, I don't want to say whimsical. It's just different, and it's, in my estimation, it's good different. Your mileage may vary, as Gerbil says, but I feel like it's a good, fun show, and that people, I know there was there's somebody that watches my video sometime when I was talking about the Bad Batch, they were poo-pooing the Bad Batch, and it's like, if you're that person who just thinks everything that's not in a movie or isn't the original trilogy is garbage, then quite frankly, why are you watching me and why are you playing this game? Why are you watching anybody and why are you playing this game? Because and I hope that if you are playing this game, then I hope that the only team you ever play with is CLS and whatever Empire team you have. Because if not, then that's that's where the whole original trilogy is, where the only people you're playing with are people from the original trilogy. So you know Qui-Gons, you have no Obi-Wans, you have no Anakin, you have, I mean, outside of Vader, um, you have no GLs outside of maybe Leia, but even Leia makes you go into extended territory, and Jabba maybe. But even all of those, Chrysanthemum is, you know, and it's like, if you're there, then, and that's who you want to be, that's fine. But I'm gonna play, you know, and you know, I didn't watch the first two seasons of the Bad Batch. I watched it before season three. I watched the first two seasons of the Bad Batch. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed season three of the Bad Batch. Thought it was great. You know, didn't think Mando. I thought season three of Mando was a lot like everybody else who did not like Mando and did not like season three of Mando, and it's fine. And then we won't talk about the Acolyte because that's whatever. But Ahsoka. I watched season one of Ahsoka. I thought I had problems, like everybody else thought I had problems. It could have been much better in my estimation, and it's just too bad that it wasn't. Because I think they did themselves a genuine disservice by not making it as good as they could. I think they did themselves a large disservice by not making it better, by not even trying to make it better, just by kind of going, okay, it's okay, it's not great. But hey, they could have absolutely made the show better, and they just didn't. Uh, and hopefully Ahsoka season two will remedy that. And I don't think Ahsoka's, I don't think it would take much to make um to be better than season one. It'd be, it's basically like, okay, you're gonna fall off a cliff if you make it any worse. Andor, I was late to the party too, but Andor, I've talked about my affinity for Andor, and if you need a reminder about my affinity for Andor, if you've forgotten about my affinity for Andor, one way out. If you can see that, Andor, it's a tumbler, whatever, bit of drink in. I have a white one with the Andor symbol. And I also have a shirt that, um, unsurprisingly, I cannot find right now, but I need to make sure I wear those because, yeah, I bought them for a reason and I have not utilized them very much. So that's on me, but Andor, season 1 of the Andor it's phenomenal. And Andor shortlist Andor is just, Andor season 1 is probably the best. Mando, as far as a show without lightsabers, and you could have said that about Mando and Grogu up until, and it's debatable whether the Darksaber counts, but in season 2 we do get Ahsoka and we do get Luke, and of course the epic scene at the end of season 2, of course. But from what it is, from what season 1 of Andor was, it's wow. But and so as far as and Mando season 1 and 2 were fine. Season 3 was meh. Bad Batch was just, I have very little problems with Bad Batch. Obi-Wan didn't watch, so I don't know. I've heard good and bad things about it. Yeah. But yeah, as far as Star Wars, I think after what we've come through with Mando season 3, Ahsoka season 1, The Acolyte, I think that to me anyway, and you can feel free to disagree, that Skeleton Crew is probably the best, is without a doubt the best thing that's not a cartoon, that's not animated, so it's not the Bad Batch, it's not season 7 of Clone Wars, it's not Rebels. It's the best live action show that I've seen since Andor, because it went season 2 of Mando, then went Andor, and then everything else has been kind of meh, or just, what am I watching? But we're only two episodes in, and it could get a lot worse, but it can also get a lot better. And personally, I'm hoping for it getting a lot better as opposed to it getting a lot worse, because season 2 of Andor will come out in April. So we have, so we have about 5 months, over 5 months before that comes out. And, we haven't had anything new Star Wars since Bad Batch last year? No, Acolyte. Since Acolyte, and it's like, whatever that was still last year. It was like basically right after Bad Batch. So we went from Mando season 3 to Ahsoka season 1 to Bad Batch season 3 to Acolyte to this, and it's been whatever since. It's just been whatever. What do I need? I need let's trying to get some supports out here to get this done. I don't know why I picked supports, it's just, and I think I can do that with, no, I did this earlier with troopers, so let's do that. Do it again with troopers, because it's Veers, it's basically the whole team. Well, no. Alright, so it's still Veers. It's still beyond. Stark, it's range, and it's Moff Gideon. That's exactly what I did it with before. The only one who's normally on the team that's not on this team is Dark Trooper. But yeah, extremely happy with the way the premier skeleton crew was. Aside from that, we're just finishing up what we need to finish up. As far as we finished Padme, we're gonna knock out Mando, and then after we knock out Mando, I'm after we knock out Mando, it's gonna be really, really fun, and we are gonna head. And when we start getting towards when we get started towards going towards whatever that thing is, Sith Empire. Because I know it's like, well, you said you're gonna do these geos, and it's like, yeah, but I also said I'm gonna do Revan. But I'm telling you, in Conquest, I'm driving myself mad in this Conquest because my last Conquest with my Hyperlight was insanely easy. I got very far. This time, I ran into some casual Gear 13 Sith Empire that I cannot go around, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not. Not at all. So there's that. But anyway, thanks for being here. I'm going to go. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know what to do. Leave me a comment. Otherwise, God bless. Make sure you hold the line, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.